Hi students, in this video I am going to discuss with you the last portion applicable to the unit overhead cost control. So here I am going to discuss with you about absorption of overheads. So just to refresh your memory regarding the simultaneous equation problems, I have put here the steps. You have two equations which applies to the two service departments. Simultaneous equation can be applied only when there are two service departments given to you in the problem. If there are more than two service departments, you cannot apply simultaneous equation method. Of course, you don't have to bother about that because based on the number of service departments, the problem will ask you to adopt any one particular method. So whenever you solve this problem, I have told you what is the meaning of x, a, b, y, as well as what is the meaning of y, a and b, x. And going forward, while working out the problems, I had discussed with you the various steps. First, you will be simplifying the equation by writing the percentages in decimals. Thereafter, you will be removing the decimals by multiplying both equations with an appropriate number, which could be like 10 or 100, whatever. Third step is to rearrange the equation in such a manner that the x and y variables of the equation appears on one side of the equal to sign, preferably on the left side. Multiply either the x or the y variable of second equation with a number such that that particular variable can be cancelled. Once cancelled, this will give you the value of the other variable. Then use this value by substituting it in the original equation. This will help to get the value of the other variable. And then we worked out the secondary distribution summary. So this was just to refresh your memory. Hope you are going to work out many more problems using these steps and equations. So let's get back to absorption of overheads, which is the last part of the unit on overhead cost control. So this graphical picture should give you an idea about what absorption is all about. When I started with this unit, I had mentioned that allocation of overheads is first done. So you can see in purple color in this picture, number 1 is put and next to that allocation is there. Though you can't read it completely, what it means is allocation. The text has gone behind the main pic. So first step in overhead cost control is allocation of overheads. Now allocation, as I had mentioned to you previously, means giving or charging the various departments their direct costs. That is called as allocation. And certain expenses are there which cannot be allocated directly to a department, and that is when you give them a proportionate charge of the expense, which is called as apportionment. So against two number, it is mentioned apportionment of expenses. Then you have third stage, which is called as reapportionment of expenses. That means you're again doing this proportionate charging of expenses repetitively. That is why it is called as reapportionment of expenses. And the last stage is absorption of overheads. So absorption of overheads actually refers to fixing the charge of or fixing the expenses on the product. Till apportionment and reapportionment, what we saw was distribution of expenses to the various departments in a proportionate manner, whereas absorption is now going to charge the units of production. That is, each unit that is being produced will be charged with the expenses. So these are the various stages in the overhead cost control, starting with allocation, which is direct charging of expense. Apportionment and reapportionment is indirect expenses, which is charged to the departments on a proportionate basis as per a ratio. And the fourth stage is where you're absorbing the overheads onto the product that is manufactured. That is why it is called cost per unit. So here I have explained this a little more in detail. Let's read it. After allocation, which is the direct charging of expense to the various departments. So direct cost is given to each of the department. That's called allocation, or you can call it even as primary distribution. And after allocation, apportionment and reapportionment of overheads to production departments is completed, the total overhead cost of a production department would consist of its own expenses such as indirect materials, indirect wages, and so on. It also will include the share of common expenses such as factory rent, lighting, heating, and so on. And it will also include the share of service department cost, which is reapportioned to it. The total of all this will be the total overhead cost of each production department. So you know very well that service department costs are always reapportioned to the production department. So own expenses is allocation, share of common expenses is apportionment, and share of service department cost is reapportionment. Let's look at the last paragraph. The total cost of production departments is then to be absorbed by the products manufactured in the respective production departments. This is known as absorption. So I hope you have understood the meaning of the various terms. Apportionment is when you're giving a proportion of the common expenses to the various departments, and reapportionment is when you're going to give the service department cost to the production departments. So every time a production department will have three expenses: its own expenses, it will have a share of common expenses, and it will have a share of the service department cost. And all this cost is then absorbed by the products which are manufactured in the respective production departments. Therefore, it is known as absorption. Please try to read this again and again and understand the concepts very clearly. After understanding only, try to by heart it. So the absorption of overheads is the last step in the distribution plan of production overhead. Thus, absorption is the process of charging all overheads expenses which have been allocated and apportioned to it to the product or output of the production department. Absorption is also known as recovery or application of overheads. Now there are various methods of absorption of overheads which I have put in a chart like this. So you have production unit method, percentage method. Under percentage method you have percentage of direct wages, percentage of direct material cost, percentage on prime cost. Then there's the hourly rate method, and under that you have direct labor rate and you have machine rate. Now what is applicable to you people for your syllabus is the machine hour rate. So we'll only deal with working out problems based on machine hour rate method. Here again I have tried to detail out the various methods of overhead absorption. Have a look at the last one, which is the machine hour rate method. You need to confine your studies only to machine hour rate method, and the formula for which is total overhead cost divided by total machine hours. Please by heart this formula: total overhead cost divided by total machine hours. This will give you the per hour machine hour rate. An explanation about machine hour rate. It is the most scientific method of absorption of factory overheads. This method is applicable where work is performed mainly on machines. A separate rate is usually computed for each machine or for a group of similar machines. And here I have given you the formula once again. Formula for calculating machine hour rate is factory overheads for machine divided by number of machine hours. The factory overhead may comprise of fixed charges. They are also known as standing charges. So fixed charges may sometimes be called in the problem as standing charges, and variable charges. So you have to add up both these expenses, and the total of these two are regarded as factory overheads. Now, yet another formula, because depreciation in many problems will be given to you as a variable expense. So how do you get the value of depreciation is you can use this formula. Depreciation is equal to cost of machine minus scrap value divided by effective working life. So with that you get the depreciation. So you will understand this more when we do the problems, but for the time being please make a note of the formulas so that you can apply it while we work out the problems. So in conclusion, I can say that allocation and apportionment of overheads and thereafter the absorption of overheads helps the company in finding out the total cost of production. This in turn helps the organization for better decision making, for cost control and cost reduction. So with this, I complete the theory part of absorption of overheads. I'll see you in the next video with problems on machine hour rate method